shed one last red tear for my fallen sister. I realize the entire world now revolves around this singular word. The epidemic that has stricken London is not the Spanish flu. It is transmitted through the blood, via violent biting, turning survivors into frenzied immortals. I am Dr. Jonathan Reed. I am a vampire, born anew into an age of death and pestilence. While plotting factions close in around me, I am sworn to find the source of this epidemic. I am convinced greater perils are still to come. I know the answers I seek are hiding in our blood.
Okay. To the West End. Gotta love Lady Ashbury. Alright, must make blood serum. Must analyze things. What are these? Oh, a stronger regeneration serum. Oh, I'm loving this. I never use these, but I'm glad I have them. Let's break down all of these things. Alright, everything's been recycled. Now what can I do with my Liston knife? Nothing. Need handle parts. And how about with this? Alright, I'm gonna go see if I can go buy a good handle part from the guy downstairs. I already read her invitation. Alright, let's see if I can loot anything from these guys. Oh, this is interesting. Alright, that wasn't nearly as interesting as I was hoping.
It's locked. It's locked, all right.
Already looted everything from here, unfortunately. Let's talk to Dr. Swansea, since we're here.
Jonathan, old chap, how are you tonight? I've seen little of you of late.
I was conducting research in my room, away from the nightly routines.
Of course, of course. Worry not, I understand. The situation has been testy around here. I won't deny it, but we still stand.
I have received an alarming letter from Lady Ashbury. She wants me to meet her at her house. I have been granted safe passage.
Then you are twice fortunate. I have never been invited to the lady's mansion, and with the quarantine and controls, city access is nigh impossible.
Is the quarantine serving any purpose?
It is helping slow the propagation of the epidemic. But as long as we have no clue to its origin, its efficiency is limited.
Why have you never entered the lady's house? You are one of her good friends, are you not?
My dear Jonathan, you have no idea how reclusive the good lady normally is, nor in what great esteem she must hold you to let you into her domain.
Cool, we're special.
What news do you bring?
The news is not good, my friend. We try to keep the epidemic at bay, but street violence is escalating quickly.
How bad is the epidemic?
It is killing the infected patients faster. In less than 2 days now. The only blessing is that they're contagious for a shorter period.
Tell me more about the violence.
Jeffrey McCallum seems to have sent his war dogs on a hunt. On a nightly basis, Prewen patrols exterminate every skull and vampire they find.
Have they come closer to the hospital?
No. They mainly focus on fallen districts or abandoned buildings. But they're growing in numbers. They must be recruiting heavily.
Enough people believe in this?
Have you any reliable friends in the West End who might assist me?
Unfortunately, you will be alone. Except for our ravishing red-headed acquaintance, of course.
What about the Brotherhood of St. Paul's Stole? Where are they?
There are only a few of us, and most others would not speak to you. I am the black sheep of our brotherly flock, you know.
What of my commission here at Pembroke Hospital?
Nothing to fear, Jonathan. Your position here is in no jeopardy. You remain one of us, and you are always most welcome.
Thank you, Edgar. We shall speak again later.
I do have a little bit of XP. I figure I'll talk to everyone here in the hospital. See if I can talk to our... what is his name? Is it Malcolm? See if we can buy handle parts or anything. Oh.
Up on my plain and cold medical bench, sir. I understand you must be very angry about this unfair situation. I managed to arrange to have you buried in the same mass grave as your wife. I hope that might help.
Still don't see where I should be standing. Here we go.
You don't mind if I search your pockets, do you, sir? You won't need any of these anyway. I'm not stealing from you, mister. I'm only redistributing your belongings to people who need them more than you. You see, no one has claimed your body, sir, so it would be such a shame to bury you with your valuables. I will not forget you, sir. And I thank you for your generous donation.
That's quite unethical. I mean, it's nothing I haven't been doing through the entire game, but it's still unethical.
Tomorrow, more bodies will arrive.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. Such a pleasure to see you again.
How dare you steal from the dead, Rakesh? Is that what your pawnbrokers is really about?
These people are dead, sir. What they possessed could be useful for the living. And I'm sure they would agree if they could speak.
You may be right, but you'll go to jail if you're caught.
If ever I have to go to jail, I'm sure I'll find a way to help people there, too.
Righto.
Please show me what you have to sell.
Of course. It's just trinkets and curios, really. But I'm sure they can be useful.
Yep, and you took them all off dead people. Yeah, you don't really have anything useful for me.
It never ceases to amaze me how you, the dead, seem peaceful and lost at the same time.
How can we be sure we're making a difference? I will not let you down, my boy. I never could keep anything from her.
But in the
I know
circumstances,
there's
I'm
something
willing
here.
to give you the benefit of the doubt.
Good evening, Mr. Goswick. How are you?
I'm okay.
No? Oh no, yes.
Your medical report says you're not affected by the Spanish flu. What do you think of that, Mortimer?
Does it make me happy? Not in the slightest. If it was up to me, I would have left this place long ago. I know I don't belong here.
And why do you think you don't belong here?
I know the staff have more important things to do than look after me. There's plenty of patients here who need their attention.
Your mother won't let you down, Mortimer. Don't you share her hope for a better future?
No. I don't.
Won't you even try?
Do you want me to promise you I'll get better? Do you want me to tell her the same thing? I could, but it would not change anything.
I have to go now, sir. But don't hesitate to contact me if you need any help.
Good evening, sir. Doctor.
I get depression and all that, but, you know, your mother is kind of right here.
Good evening, Doctor. How is my son doing?
No?
I've read your son's medical report, Beatrice. It's not the flu or anything life-threatening. What has you so worried?
He was at death's door when he was brought here. I just want him to be better as soon as possible.
He's not out of the woods yet, you know. He might need to stay here longer than expected.
Take care of him then, Dr. Reed. People here only seem to focus on contagious patients. I worry my poor Mortimer will be neglected.
Goodbye, Mrs. Goswick.
Never could keep anything from her.
This hospital seems to be
Okay.
falling apart. But in the circumstances, I'm willing...
Oh, the room's been cleaned. Might have another patient in here. Milton, that's his name, not Malcolm.
Good evening, Milton.
Good evening, Doctor. Still trying to save lives?
I'd like to see your goods.
Wise choice, Dr. Reed. A reliable gun is what everybody needs these days.
I have common handle parts. Those are the only two things I needed, I think. I think I need more than one of each. Alright, let's find Clay. There are two friends downstairs whose names I do not know. Oswald,
Hey, Doc.
you're all
I'll
set.
leave you for now, Mr. Cox.
Alright, I already spoke to these guys. But I did have a little bit of technical trouble. My voice sounded like it was underwater. So... Man, no! Well, that's unfortunate.
You still care for this bloody city.
For God's sake, we're still alive and healthy. Can't you be satisfied with that?
We have no reason to be here. I have not survived being buried in a mass grave for these trivialities.
We are not fulfilled anymore. So many ways.
Come out here, I need to talk to you guys again. Okay, I will talk to you first.
Hello again, Mr. Blight.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. You doing your rounds as usual?
Are you concerned about the living conditions in the city?
Of course I am. I'll be stuck here for as long as Oswald refuses to go to hospital. And, unfortunately, it seems the violence is rising.
What kind of violence?
I believe people have armed themselves and started to attack those that show signs of contagion.
That's probably very bad.
Goodbye, Mr. Blight. Take care of yourself.
I am not responsible for everything bad that has happened.
Did I accuse you?
Good evening.
Evening, Dr. Reed.
Newton is conflicted about his feelings towards you. Would you like to talk about it, Oswald?
It makes me sad and angry. It feels like the beautiful thing we have is somehow tainted. It hurts to see him so lost.
His love for you is genuine. I'm certain he wasn't lying to me when he expressed his feelings for you.
Newton still has to accept it, knowing he'll be seen as a queer, a fairy, less than a man in those simple-minded bigots' eyes. Though he's more of a man than they'll ever be, so fuck them all.
Fucking A right.
Are you concerned about the conditions here in London?
Not really. Sick people, men in arms, fighting every night. I already faced all this during the war.
Goodbye, Mr. Thatcher. Try to take care of yourself.
All right. Time to end the night then. $5,000, huh? Oh! Oh! Look at what I'm doing. Oh, hell yes. That's freaking awesome. It's absolutely unbelievable. What does this do? Ooh, this also sounds pretty cool. I do need, however, more. Do need more health if I can. That's 1,000. I can do that. Let's do more stamina. Yes, level 17. Alright, I think I'm gonna do this and pick a new ultimate. Just to try. Only have 215 XP, and I don't think I can do anything else. So let us confirm. Meningitis. That's quite bad. If I don't cure them, do they die? I don't really know how any of that would work. Before I go anywhere... No, not that. I'd like to try this and see what it does. I'm also going to switch this out too. There's a lot of this stuff I haven't even used yet. For example, I'll do that. Nice barrier of blood. Nope, we don't have to go far. Well, let's see if we can find her. I have to cross. I do have to cross.
Pembroke,
so lucky to have Dr. Reed, you know. I met him in New York.
Thank you. I like overhearing nice things about me, Mr. Tippett. Dr. Tippett, pardon me. Whoa. Level 22. There are people there, but no longer up here? Oh, shit.
You must prepare, child, for the earth is bleeding and the harvest is upon us.
Stay away! Whoever you are!
This is no time for petty quarrels, my champion. Can you not hear? The famished queen has awoken.
What does that mean? They're all the same.
I am not your champion.
But of course you are, son. As surely as you are the blood of my blood.
I had to kill Mary.
I have known your pain, child. Do not succumb to...
Silence! I dismiss you, now!
The land calls for a champion. All and everyone needs you.
Silence!
Why me?
I'm tired of all these puppet shows.
Must he speak in riddles?